Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, I am going to discuss the yearly horoscope prediction for 2024 for the 11th sign in the zodiac, which is Aquarius, known as Kumbha Rashi. My predictions are mainly based on your moon sign, which is the Chandra Rashi, or ascendant sign, which is the Lagna Rashi per Vedic astrology. Moon sign predictions have an impact on the mind or emotions of a human being, while ascendant predictions mainly have an impact on actual physical events in life. For some individuals, the moon sign predictions might be more relevant or accurate as compared to the rising sign predictions and vice versa. So, my suggestion would be to look at predictions for both your moon and rising sign, as over a period of time you will be able to tell exactly which sign predictions you resonate most with. When we look at yearly forecast, we focus mainly on the position of the four major planets: Jupiter, which is Devguru Brihaspati, Saturn, which is Shani Dev, and the two demon planets Rahu, the north node of the moon, and Ketu, the south node of the moon. Because these particular planets tend to transit in signs and houses for long periods of time as compared to the other remaining planets. So naturally, they tend to exhibit and exert more influence on the daily lives of human beings. So, before we get into the prediction part, let's observe the transit and placement of these four major planets in 2024. Starting with Jupiter, it will be placed in your third house in the sign of Aries till end of April. But in the remaining 8 months, it will transit and will be placed in your fourth house in the sign of Taurus. Moving on to Saturn, Shani Dev, the lord of your Lagna, the ruler of your ascendant, the ruler of your first house, will be strongly placed in the first house itself in its own Mool Trikona, Aquarius. Then we see Rahu, the north node of the moon, will be placed in your second house in the sign of Pisces. Directly opposite in your eighth house, Ketu, the south node of the moon, will be placed in the sign of Virgo all year long. So these are the key placements of the four planets. Now let's talk about the areas of life, starting with the career. In terms of job and profession, the first 4 months are a bit tough. I know you guys are going through a hard time in your career, especially due to the influence of Sadesati for the moon sign people, as well as Saturn's strong enemy aspect on your 10th house. So that means you have to maintain some caution, avoid taking unnecessary, hasty, sudden decisions concerning your career in the first 4 months. Do not engage in office politics, unnecessary gossiping. Do not get into arguments, disputes, quarrels with your bosses and colleagues, or that could cause some disruptions at your workplace. Because if you have some patience, you will be rewarded, as Jupiter, the most auspicious planet, will be transiting to your fourth house in the month of May and will directly aspect your 10th house. So, naturally, that will help to nullify the bad effects or the problematic effects that could be happening on your 10th house to a great extent. So, slow and steady growth and progress will be achieved at the workplace. You will start to get the recognition, respect, rewards for your hard work and effort. You will get better along with your co-workers. You will start to get more support from your bosses, whether it is regarding your ideas, whether it is regarding your bonuses, promotion, salary increment, job transfer. All these things will slowly start to fructify for you after the month of May. So Saturn, being your ascendant lord, is finally a very good planet for you. It wants the best for you. So Saturn teaches you discipline, hard work, patience, perseverance, commitment, dedication. So if you inhibit these qualities in you, you show these qualities in you, then you will also be handsomely rewarded by Saturn in this year as well. So keep working hard, stay focused on your job, on your duties, on your projects, on your tasks, and you can achieve quite a lot as the year progresses. If we talk about business, in terms of the business area, the first 4 months are looking decent because you do have the support of Jupiter's aspect on your 7th house. But again, Saturn's direct aspect is also there. But in the last 8 months, you have to be very cautious. Avoid starting a new business, getting into new business partnerships with people you don't know that well. Avoid suddenly signing important documents without reading those documents properly, because there is going to be a strong malefic influence of Saturn on your 7th house. So, lot of care, caution needs to be maintained in your business area from May 2024 till December 2024. So, if you really need to take important business related decisions, then the first 4 months will be better than the last 8 months of 2024. So, my advice would be try to play it as safe as possible this year in regards to your business activities. Try not to take major business financial loans. Try not to think about business expansion, new business deals. Just play it by the book and try to stick with the status quo this year as much as possible, so that you can safeguard your financial future and your business as well. But to summarize, the first 4 months are still going to be a bit better than the last 8 months. And if you're running the Mahadasha of Jupiter or Antardasha, then it will be even better. If we talk about health, in terms of the health area, the time is looking good throughout the year. The Lord of your ascendant is strongly placed in the ascendant itself. There is no afflictions to your 6th house. There is no afflictions to your 8th house. Actually, your 8th house will get the good aspect or drishti of Jupiter from May onwards. So it is a good time where you could recover from any chronic or acute health issues that you might be facing. Doing regular exercise, yoga, meditation, eating good home cooked food will be largely beneficial to keep your health in a positive direction. If we talk about love life, then the time is looking good for single people hoping to meet someone, getting into a relationship. The time is looking quite good in 2024. You might get multiple opportunities for the same. If you're already in a relationship, the love, romance will blossom and your bonding will increase with your partner. If we talk about finance, then the financial area is also looking quite good throughout the year. With your hard work, effort, good financial money management skills, you can accumulate good wealth. Because now Rahu's placement is in your 2nd house. Rahu is a very good planet for you because it actually co-rules your sign along with Saturn. Because Rahu is known to act just like Shani Dev, and it is placed in your 2nd house, the Dhanasthan. So if Rahu is very well placed in your natal chart as well, it can give you massive amounts of wealth if your natal birth chart, Mahadasha, Antardasha support the same. But again, Rahu is also a planet of Maya, illusion, deception. So be wary and do not take too many financial risks such as speculative investments like gambling, lottery, penny stocks, cryptocurrency. Some of these risky type of speculative investments could cause you financial loss if you are not careful. So overall, maintain some awareness and be alert in your finances. If we talk about education, for those students studying primary education such as bachelor's or high school, the time is looking good and it will be even better from May onwards, because the Karaka of knowledge Guru will transit to the 4th house. If we talk about secondary education, for those students pursuing master's or PhD program, the first 4 months are looking excellent and you will make remarkable progress, while the last 8 months are also looking good and I do not see any major concerns for the same. If we talk about marriage, in terms of those single people hoping to get married, the first 4 months are looking alright. If your natal birth chart supports the same, then there are chances that single people can get married till the end of April, and married couples will also experience good marital peace and harmony for the most part. But in the last 8 months, you have to be utmost careful Try not to jump into a new marriage without properly knowing the person. Make sure that the horoscopes match well. If you're already married, try not to get into unnecessary arguments, disputes, quarrels with your spouse. Make sure that you're loyal, faithful, loving, caring towards your spouse, because Jupiter's protective aspect on your 7th house will not be there from May onwards, and it will only be Saturn's strong malefic aspect on your 7th house. So, caution needs to be maintained in your marital life, whether it is wanting to get married or already in a marriage. Be alert. If we talk about travel, in terms of short distance travel journeys, the time is looking okay. With good due diligence, care, you need to make sure you do not speed and drive your vehicle. Then you will be fine, because Saturn's debilitated enemy aspect is on your 3rd house. So some caution needs to be maintained. If we talk about long distance travel, journey and vacation, the time is looking quite good, especially in the first 4 months. But even in the last 8 months, the time will be supportive for the most part. Just again, avoid speeding and driving before embarking on long distance journeys. Make sure to do the proper due diligence, research and analysis, so that no unforeseen circumstances or events happen. So overall, I see a good time of improvement for my Aquarius Kumbha Rashi friends. I see the future as very bright for you, and it will only improve as Saturn keeps progressing towards the next sign, which is Pisces, and that will happen in 2025, when you will also be completely free from the second phase of Sadesati for the moon sign people. So overall, it's going to be a good year, and it will be an improvement for your career as well after the month of May. So have patience and stay positive and focused, and you will do wonderful. I thank you for watching, and all the best.